Now that we've understood the purpose of the speaking event, selecting the right topic and the purpose of the very topic, we will now slowly move into understanding how do we outline a speech and what are the basic elements of outlining a speech. Firstly, let us understand principles of a well-structured speech. There are three important elements. 1. Simplicity. 2. Order. And 3. Having the right balance in the speech. Let us understand what each one of these words mean and maybe take an example or two to understand that in detail. Firstly, about balance. It is very important for us to have the main point very clear. When I say the main point, I mean the purpose of the talk or the speech very clear. And yes, if you remember, when I say purpose, I mean specific purpose which will ensure that the statement, the purpose statement is precise. So simplicity essentially means to have your purpose statement simple, short and clear. Having understood that, it is very important that we have our main points clear, and yes, they are very fewer in number and crisp in terms of what they intend to inform or what they intend to be aiming at. Second is the order of the talk. It is very important that the development of the topic is being taken care of in a very smooth manner. When I say order, what I also mean is that the sequence of the content that is coming in or being delivered to the audience is quite smooth. It is important to have a balance, which is the third important thing in having the right structured speech. And balance has to be in terms of the way content is evolving from the main point to the body and 3 to the conclusion part of it. Amidst all the 3 parts, which is the opener, the body and the conclusion, there are 5 W's and H that we should keep in mind. First one would be what. What is the objective of this entire speech that I am going to be delivering? If you remember, in the previous session we had 3 simple questions, and the third question, part 1, was to be relevant. The purpose of the talk has to be relevant to the audience which is sitting right in front of you. So what has to be in terms of selecting the right topic and making it relevant to the audience which is sitting right in front of you. Audience is the thing which connects us to the second W, which is who. Who is going to be sitting in front of me? Is it going to be a set of corporates at different levels? It could be lower management, mid or senior management individuals. It could also be a set of students or parents or teachers or a set of social workers. Depending upon who is your audience, we will next choose the specific objective and the connect or the relevance part of it, which is why. Why am I delivering a speech on so-and-so topic to so-and-so guests? Let us imagine that there are, say, 300 doctors sitting right in front of you, and you are going to talk about swine flu, which is now on a rapid spread across the country. And the intent of the speech is to help doctors understand how in the smaller way that they can actually start speaking to people about the after effects and the precautions that people can take for swine flu, and how people around them can start taking measures to ensure that their family and society at large is aware of the consequences. Having understood why, the next would be when, where. When is specifically, when are you going to be delivering the talk? It could be in terms of time, meaning which part of the day you're going to be delivering the talk, or it could also be in terms of what is the season or which month or anything similar. It could also be in terms of an occasion when you're going to be delivering your speech. Where is very, very important, as important as your topic. Where determines the style that you will be delivering your speech in. If it is an auditorium, then you know the ethos of the place that is going to be there or that is going to be available for you. If it is a classroom, then you know the environment. And yes, if it is a marriage hall, then you know the ecosystem there as well. Based on the where factor, you can modulate your topic accordingly. Last and the most important thing would be how. How has two angles to it. One, how are you going to evolve your topic? How are you going to introduce your topic? Get your audience into the flow of the topic, explain them the generic and specific details of the topic, and in the conclusion part, convince or help them understand how important it is for them to know the topic in more detail and maybe a few action points. The other angle is in terms of your style of delivery. How are you going to be able to have eye contact with each and every team member, with each and every participant sitting right in front of you in the audience, and be able to get consensus in the form of eye contact? How you are going to use your hands and body to be able to just express the right set of gestures and postures. So yes, having understood the 5 W's and H, it becomes really easy if we have organized our thoughts, and yes, if we've brainstormed well, to be able to evolve our topic and ensure that the audience feels comfortable while we take them through our entire speech. And yes, remember the 3 important parts: the opener, body, and conclusion. Hey friends, welcome back. In this part of the session, we are going to learn how do we outline our speech. Let me explain you the meaning of the word outline. Outlining is, what am I going to deliver, what is the content going to be like, and what is the flow going to be like, and why is it we are deciding to have a flow in a particular manner. There are 4 important steps in outlining our speeches. And the first and the most important part is called as preparation. Preparation involves pretty much the few steps which we've already spoken about. First one would be selecting the right topic of the speech that you're going to deliver. Second would be, based on the audience who is going to be listening to your speech, you will try and tailor make or refine your entire content to suit the audience. Third would be to be able to ensure that the purpose of your speech is fulfilled based on the content and the flow of delivery that you will be making. And the fourth would be to be able to decide on the organizational pattern. When I say organizational pattern, I mean the flow of content. We will have a detailed understanding of what are the different patterns that we can use in our content as we move forward.